My name is Richie and welcome back to another video. Today you join me on the Long Island Railroad because we've just had confirmation that Long Island Railroad 2.0 is coming out very soon. So I thought today I'm going to do one of them before and after videos like I did for West Somerset Railway. So if you haven't seen my before and after video on West Somerset Railway, I basically did a bit of recording before I knew it was going to get updated, and then once the update came out, this is going to be very similar to that, but it's technically a new route we're getting, but we are keeping all of this. We're just getting an extension down to Long Beach and the M9, which I'm very excited for. It's coming out in a couple of weeks time. In light of that, I thought I'm going to do this little before section, and then once the route comes out I will do the after section, so you won't actually see this until the route comes out. But yeah, this is what it currently looks like, the map, and then I will compare the map and timetable and whatever else when the route comes out. So in this before and after video, I'm going to test how busy the route is between New York, Penn and Jamaica, because this is sort of like the core section of the Long Island Railroad where all of the services would go through. I know that some would go up to Grand Central, but we're not actually getting that in the new version. So I thought I'm actually in the service to, where am I in the service to? To Ronkonkoma, so it's a semi-express essentially. I'm going to go as far as Jamaica because we would realistically see most of the trains going along here. I know that in the new version of the route we're getting something like 600 or 700 services, something stupid like that, and in this version of Long Island Railroad we've only got 130 something silly like that. It's not a lot at all. So I'm going to compare how dense the route is, what sort of AI would see and how much of it would see between this version and the version that's coming out in a couple of weeks time. Anyway, let's jump on into the main menu and have a look at what we've got currently and then compare the timetable when it does actually come out. So we're here in the main menu and this is what we get before. We've got 181 services, 8 scenarios and 3 training modules. I think the 8 scenarios are based on the M3 DLC as well, which I think is still staying as a DLC, which will be quite interesting how that's going to work, whether it's going to detach from the old Long Island Railroad version. I don't know how it's going to work, but we have got 8 scenarios and we've got 181 services, which we've got apparently 20. Oh no, it's split down into T's 10 car, 6 car, 8 car variants. Hopefully they fix this in the new version and we're actually just got all of the M7 services and all of the M3 services, because at the minute it says that they've both got 28 each. I also think the M7 and the M3 essentially sub into each other. 2018, that's the one I'm going to take. Is that the same one on here? Yeah, so you can essentially just do both units on the same services, which will probably be how it will work on the new version. Obviously we've got the M9, so we need to factor in all the M9 services as well. So yeah, let's jump back into this service and have a look at the route before and after. Right, let's get ourselves set up, put that into there. Open doors on the right, marker lights off, and I'm going to put them onto dim because otherwise it gets quite bright. Right, so we've got 10 miles to Jamaica. Let's go. One thing I do know is that the safety systems are going to be enabled at all times, I think, on all the units. So that'll be quite interesting because I don't actually know how American safety systems work. So that's going to be a key before and after, because obviously in the before version you could enable it at your heart's content. But in the new version you're going to have it on, and I think that's due to some licensing issues. Apparently someone stole a train or something like that, so that's why they've got to do that, which is a bit of a shame really, because like I say, I don't know American safety systems and I don't think a lot of people will know. I know that some people will probably happy for that to be the case, but I know that some of the players may struggle with that. Right, so we're almost out of the tunnel now. I don't imagine the tunnel's going to change all that much because the lighting inside the tunnel wasn't too different on New York Trenton. But key thing I want to see in this before and after video is the lighting, which as we come out of here now, it's very much TrainSimWorld 2 lighting, isn't it? Well, I think this is even TrainSimWorld 2020. So it's probably going to be nicer coming out of that tunnel and it's going to look a lot more atmospheric. I wonder as well if we'll see a lot of like AI shooting in and out of here, and also going along up here, because we've got the line over to, is it Long Island City, whatever it's called. I'm assuming we still get that in the new version. I wonder if they'll change any of the sounds as well. That'll be a good thing to do a before and after on. Good thing as well to look at is Sunnyside Yard, seeing whether that will be different. So this, in its current state, it's barren, it's empty. So I would assume they just need to do a copy and paste job from New York Trenton and just shove in SLers and ACS 64s and such. So hopefully there's a bit more going on at Sunnyside Yard. So we're here on the main line and we're going past what's this station called? Woodside. Yeah, so it'll be good to see it. I think a lot of trains call here. Interestingly, the first thing to note is that there's going to be different PIS, so it'll be good to compare the PIS between the old and the new route. I think it's the actual PIS on the new version, and this is based off the British PIS. So it'll be good to see that as well, comparing that side by side somehow. I don't think it'll be quite side by side. It will just be video by video, but yeah. So at the minute we've come out of New York Penn, and we haven't come across any other AI, which we've been doing this route for about 7-8 minutes now, which in the grand scheme of things isn't that long, but this is coined the busiest railroad in America, so we should have seen at least 2 or 3 trains go past. Lovely stuff. I wonder if we'll see any updates to the scenery as well. Like, I know that in newer routes, like in Goblin Line, for example, we can see the London skyline, and I don't believe you can see the New York skyline in this route. So it'd be good if they included that, because I know you can actually see it as you come out of the tunnel. So hopefully they update the distant scenery and stuff like that. We can actually see more going on down this way, where Manhattan would actually be. I wonder if they'll update anything else as well. But again, we've been going along for 10 minutes now, and we haven't come across any other services. So it'll be very interesting to see if it's denser, if we see a lot more units. It'd be good as well if we were if we're on the fast line, if we're overtaking stuff. Like I say, it's the core bit of the route. So if there's trains going along here, we can overtake them, which would be really nice. It would give it like an actual commuter, dense railroad sort of feeling. And we're coming past another station here. What's this one called? This is Forest Hills. Lovely stuff. Right, so now I need to get down to 35. I need to actually remember. I don't imagine the speeds will change and stuff, because the actual, running track speeds and whatever else should be correct from the outset. So I don't imagine anything would change there. I am speeding though, somehow. It's fine. Okay, cool. I did see somewhere as well that Jamaica in peak times, so around about now, would see something like, I think, 36 trains going through it, which is insane to think about. On the map we'll see so much going on, but at the minute there's nothing there. There's not a single piece of AI anywhere, which is quite bizarre. I almost feel like I'm in free roam, which I suppose it helps it run a bit better, but we want a busy commuter, we want a busy railroad, we want to see that. So yeah, it'd also be good to see whether there's PIS included on the M7. This is what a part of the route and the timetables looked like, and as you can tell beforehand, it's just not been busy at all. In the 15 minutes it took us to get from New York Penn to Jamaica, we've not seen anything. So hopefully this upgrade, this 2.0, actually improves on that. Oh, we've got our first bit of AI coming in here. I think it's an M3, isn't it? Yeah. I've got a first bit of AI coming in as I'm arriving. Let's stop, and I've overshot that. Well done from me. That was a very good stop. Cool. Right, so there we go. That was the beforehand, and we've only seen one bit of AI, so hopefully that is significantly increased in the after version. Like I say, I've recorded this about 2 or 3 weeks before it's actually come out, so once the after comes out, I'll jump straight into it and we'll do the exact same run, roughly the same time if I can, and we'll have a look at the route. So yeah, I'll see you when the route comes out. Right, and here we go. We're in the new version of Long Island Railroad. It's just released today, and I'm going to have a look at the after section and run down to Jamaica, down here. I think I've jumped into relatively the same service. I'm not too sure if it's the exact same service or not. I will double check when we jump back into the main menu in just a second. But initially, I want to have a look at New York Penn. The frame rate's questionable because there's so much going on, but we have got some New Jersey Transit stuff down here. Lovely stuff, and we should see some Accelas about. I think this is all static. Don't think it goes anywhere. We do have an M9 coming in somewhere. I think I've just heard, and there is an M3 coming in as well, just there it is. So yeah, it's very much a very busier New York Penn, but it's definitely eating up the frame rate, so I don't want to stay here too long. But yeah, we're going to jump back into the main menu and have a look what is different between the before version and the after version, as the M3 is just peeking around the corner there. And then we're going to take the service down to Jamaica and see how busy the route is. So yeah, let's jump into the main menu. Right, and we're back in the main menu. So I think the before version had 181 services, and in this version we've got 625 services. How insane is that? I think that makes it the second busiest route. The busier one is London Commuter, and that's insane. So yeah, they've done good with the timetable. As for the M7, you know, you get a range of services. We've got 287 playable M7 services, which is, you know, almost 100 more, over 100 more than, you know, all the M7 services in the previous timetable. We've got all sorts going on. We've got Jamaica services, we've got Hempstead services, we've got all sorts going on here, so there's plenty to be doing. I'm going to jump into this service, which I think was the same one we did, which seems about right. So yeah, we're going to jump into this and go as far as Jamaica and see how busy the route is. Spoiler alert, I think it's going to be quite busy. Right, let's get ourselves set up. So the first thing to note is obviously we've got permanently enabled safety systems. If you've watched my first look video that I did the other day, I've tried learning some little things about the safety system. So, you know, as long as you don't speed and as long as you pay attention to the lowest speed on this column, you'll be fine. Let's get the marker lights off and turn the headlights on, which are these ones. I'm getting confused because I've been doing the M9 and the M9 headlights are down here. So yeah, as long as you pay attention to the lowest speed on here, you'll be fine. A couple of after points to note. If I put that into max brake, you can see that the brakes charge themselves, which is a nice change. And also, we should have working PIS on the outside somewhere. We will when we start going. The M9 did that. You also get an interactable screen here. You can mess about with all sorts of stuff on there. I'm not going to mess about too much whilst we're in New York Penn, because like I say, the frame rate isn't the best, which is obviously because we've got so much more going on in New York Penn. I mean, look at that. We've even got like a queue of trains waiting to get in, because there's, well, these are all designated Long Island platforms. So yeah, it's definitely, they're waiting for us to move. Which we will be doing. We'll be getting a shimmy on in a minute. And another thing to notice as well, beforehand I said there was about a minute and 20 seconds to get ready, so now we've got the full 2 minutes to get ready, which is quite nice. Oh, okay, I've just heard a buzzer, like a guard's buzzer, which is interesting. That's new as well. We didn't have that before. Let's get going. Let's get going to Jamaica. We've got 10 miles to Jamaica, which sounds about right. I think that's what it was before. Yeah, lovely stuff. New York Penn, it's hard to tell whether anything's changed in New York Penn. I know that they said that they've fixed the platform so they don't glitch through anything. We've got an M9 there. If you've not given the M9 a go, I highly recommend it. You know what, it's not looking too bad actually. The lighting looks nicer. I don't know whether that's just me trying to find little things, but the lighting definitely looks better in this tunnel and this underground section. So yeah, we're going to go through this long tunnel, and then I want to have a look at Sunnyside Yard, which is here. Sunnyside Yard is there, which looks like they've got plenty of stuff going on in there. Right, enable them safety systems. Cool. Acknowledge even. Right, I'm going to get through this tunnel and I'm going to report back as soon as I leave it. Right, here we go. We're approaching the end of the tunnel. The key thing I wanted to see was how the lighting hits you when you come out of this tunnel, which looks like it's going to be beautiful. Look at that. You can tell there's definitely stuff in Sunnyside Yard, because the frame rate's still not the best, which is it's probably down to the caching thing, because they say that, you know, they've got to let it all cache in first. We've got another train there. So initially, right, as soon as we came out of New York Penn, we didn't see anything in the before, did we? So we've already got one bit of AI there. We've got 2 bits of AI there, I think. Have we? Yeah, we've got 2. Look at that. We've got a race going on. Lovely stuff. And then we've got all the stuff going on in Sunnyside Yard. Lovely stuff. Wow, look, that's cool. That's well cool. So we've just passed 2 pieces of AI already, and we've got all this going on in Sunnyside Yard. I don't think you get a lot of this if you haven't got... I think you have to have New York Trenton installed to have all the AI in there, which might be a good idea for me to uninstall it, because it's making the route quite quite intense on frame rate at this part of the route. So maybe, you know, if you want to install some routes, you'll be fine. Shouldn't have to do that, but you know, these sorts of things do take up memory and stuff. We're subject to a 70. The safety systems have been quite nice to me. And we've also got another M9 going past. Look at that. The scenery is looking nicer as well. I didn't really think to check at the New York skyline. Wait, no, we do have it. Look at that. We've got the New York skyline. You can see the World Trade Center there. Beautiful. So they have included it. I'm impressed with that. I really am impressed with that. Beautiful. Lovely stuff. Right, we're coming up to Woodside now, just in a second. I think it was a 45 round that corner. It's not a 45 anymore, so that's different. I'm guessing the 45 must have been wrong in the old version. Here's Woodside now, and another thing to look at is the PIS as well at the stations. Let's have a look at the PIS. It's that smart PIS. Look at that. So the Huntington service is due here in 17 minutes time. And we've got Babylon services calling here as well. Lovely stuff. Yeah, I'm impressed. I really am impressed with that. Right, here we go. We're up to 80 now. So let's have a look if we've got anything coming along the route. I don't think we do. Oh, no, we've got something there. Let's have a look at look at Jamaica. Look at all the stuff going on at Jamaica. That's incredible. So straight away, like before, and when we were looking at Jamaica, there was nothing there. We've got two trains racing in there. We've got one going that way, one going this way, which we should go past. Beautiful. So yeah, straight away it's much busier. We've not seen much AI since leaving Sunnyside Yard up here, but I'm guessing that's just how it should be. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be. I need to slow down as well because I might get a penalty brake application in a minute, because I found that if you stick underneath the speed limit, you'll be fine. It won't shout at you too much, and if you acknowledge the safety system just every now and then before it shouts at you, you'll be fine as well. Yeah, we've got another service here. What's this? This is an M9. Let's have a little flyby shot of both of these. Beautiful. The M9's a lovely looking train. It's absolutely beautiful. Look at it. Fantastic. Oh, there's another one as well. Hey, look at that. This is an M7. I think it is. Oh, I'm being shouted at here. Why am I being shouted at? It's because I'm going too fast. It's all right. It's fine. It's okay. It's all right, panic averted. So we've just had two trains go past us there, and they were on different lines, so you get a lot of trains overtaking each other. Let's have a look at them too. Well, that's gone. That's left it in the dust. Oh, I'm speeding again. Oh, it's because we need to get down to 40. Okay, let's get down to 40. Cool. There we go. So you know, you need to spend a bit of time getting your head around the safety systems. I'm going to do a couple of services before I go live on this. We're speeding again. Yeah, I'm going to do a couple of services just to get a bit of practice in, because it takes a minute to get your head round. Definitely. We're less than a mile from Jamaica anyway, and all that carnage and chaos. This is where you have to keep to speed. In the first look, as I was approaching Jamaica, you need to make sure that you stick under 15 miles an hour, because otherwise you are gonna get yourself a penalty brake. Right, I've got it under control now. So there is something in our platform which means that we'll need to stop around about here, I think, because it's a red signal after that. Is it? Oh no, it's a red signal at the end of the platform. Anyway, there's something in our platform that we've got to wait for it to go. So that's going to go first, because that's just got a green light, and then that will go afterwards. So we've got to wait till then, which is good, because in the before section, I remember that we got into Jamaica like 10 minutes before we should have, because obviously it's based off the real timetable, but it didn't have the AI to stop us from getting into the platform, so we will have to wait until 34 before we can get into the platform. We've got something else leaving as well as I'm talking. We've got an M7 leaving, and we've got all this static stock. Look at this. In fact, I don't even think this is static. I think this is stuff that ends up going into the station, and I think you can do these as empty coach stock moves. So there's plenty of stuff going on, and also Jamaica has some new scenery changes as well, because we've got these new skyscrapers in as well. Lovely stuff. Yeah, I'm impressed. They've done a good job. Obviously the frame rate's not too good, but once I've played the route a little bit, it'll be fine. So yeah, and I think that train's leaving. So if we just slow down a little bit, if we go at the same speed that's going as it leaves, we can get into our platform and we can call it there. I've really enjoyed this, actually. I think it's a really good upgrade. They've definitely done a really good job with it, so hats off to all the people at Dovetail, and I think his name's Brendan, who did the signalling as well. As you can see, the PIS there, it's got the it's all new LED system. Tells you what trains are next and what line they're on and all that sort of good stuff. Our train, the train that was blocking us is gone, so our train can come into the platform now, no problems at all. Lovely stuff. Right, let's get a bit of braking. We do have to go right to the end of the platform here, because otherwise it won't acknowledge the stop. So let's get into the end of the platform here. There we go, lovely stuff. Right, and there we go. Lovely stuff. So that was the after section. Let's have a little fly around Jamaica. So obviously we've got these new buildings here, we've got all the static stock, and then the PIS as well is another good thing to look at. Where is it? Where's the PIS screens? Down here. So they look completely different to what they did beforehand, which is really nice to see. So yeah, wonderful stuff. So there we go, that was the after section of the this before and after video. As you can quite clearly tell, there's plenty going on, there's so much more going on. You know, AI wise, PIS is different, the scenery is improved massively. You know, we've got a busier Sunnyside yard, so this is definitely a good upgrade. I'm glad I've done this sort of videos because you can quite clearly see, you know, video by video, how much has changed in, you know, the 5-6 years between the two releases. So it's good to see how far Dovetail have come in their routes. And we've got another train coming in there, we've got an M9 there, wonderful stuff. So yeah, they've done a really good job with it. So, you know, hopefully if you're unsure saying, oh, what have they changed and whatever, you can see in this video what they've changed, and they've changed a hell of a lot. So yeah, there we go, that was Long Island Railroad before versus after. Hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, please smash that like button and subscribe if you're new, it'd be massively appreciated. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll hopefully see you all in the next video. Bye bye.